This sound file contains the spoken word version of a Wikipedia article on Monkey Gone to Heaven, recorded by user Daniel913. This material is current as on the 18th of June, 2010. Monkey Gone to Heaven from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, at en.wikipedia.org. Monkey Gone to Heaven is a song by the American alternative rock band Pixies and is the seventh track on their 1989 album, Doolittle. The song was written and sung by frontman Black Francis and was produced by Gil Norton. Referencing environmentalism and biblical numerology, the song's lyrics mirrored themes that were explored in Doolittle. Monkey Gone to Heaven was the first Pixies song to feature guest musicians. Two cellists, Arthur Fiacco and Ann Rorick, and two violinists, Karen Carlsrud and Corinne Metter. Monkey Gone to Heaven was released as the first single from Doolittle in the United States and United Kingdom. As the band had signed to Elektra Records shortly before, the single also marked their first American and major label release. It was critically well received. Rolling Stone's David Frick said Monkey Gone to Heaven was a corrosive, compelling meditation on God and garbage. In the years since its release, the song has received numerous accolades from music publications. Contents. The article contains 10 sections. These sections are Section 1, Lyrics and Meaning, Section 2, Melody, Section 3, Recording and Production, Section 4, Release and Music Video, Section 5, Reception, Section 6, Track Listing, Section 7, Accolades, Section 8, References, Section 9, Notes, and Section 10, External Links. This article has been provided with an information box containing material of interest to the reader. The information box has the following information. At the beginning is an image. The image is the album cover of the single. Below the image, the following information is provided. A-side, Monkey Gone to Heaven. B-side, Manta Ray, Weird at My School, Dancing the Manta Ray. Released March 20th, 1989. Format, vinyl record, 7-inch and 12-inch, compact disc. Recorded November 1988 at Downtown Recorders, Boston, Massachusetts, United States. Strings recorded on December 4th, 1988 at Carriage House Studios, Stamford, Connecticut, United States. Genre, alternative rock. Length, 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Label, Elektra. Writer, Black Francis. Producer, Gil Norton. That concludes the information from the info box. Section 1, Lyrics and Meaning. Monkey Gone to Heaven's main theme is environmentalism. The song mainly deals with man's destruction of the ocean and confusion of man's place in the universe. On one hand, it's the ocean, this big organic toilet. Things get flushed and repurified or decomposed, and it's this big, dark, mysterious place, Black later said. It's also a very mythological place where there are octopuses' gardens, Bermuda Triangle, Atlantis, and mermaids. Francis came up with the song's hook, "This Monkey's Gone to Heaven," long before the song itself was written. The line itself forms the basis for the song, which revolves around man's relationship with the divine and environmentalism. After Francis started developing lyrics to music, he rushed to lead guitarist Joey Santiago's apartment to play it to him. Santiago later commented on the nascent performance. "It was early in the morning. I was still so tired. Francis said, 'Hey Joe, I need to come over. I need to show you something.' It was awesome, really good. He had the 'If Man is 5' part there, and he was laughing. It was hilarious." Monkey Gone to Heaven includes references to numerology and lyrics, "If man is 5, then the devil is 6, and God is 7. Francis later expanded on the significance of the lyrics in an interview to Alternative Press, saying, "It's a reference from what I understand to be Hebrew numerology. And I don't know a lot about it, or any of it, really. I just remember someone telling me of the supposed fact that in the Hebrew language, especially in the Bible, you can find lots of references to man in the 5th, and Satan in the 6th, and God in the 7th. I didn't go to the library and figure it out." The song's numerology is alluded to on the single's cover, which features figures of 5, 6, and 7, and also a monkey with a halo. Ben Cesario, author of Doolittle 33 and a Third, offers a slightly different interpretation of the song. Neptune, the god of this realm, in reference to Francis's ocean comment, the underwater guy who controlled the sea, hung out down there, the personification of man's relationship with the earth. And what happens to Neptune? He gets killed by 10 million pounds of sludge from New York to New Jersey. Same thing with the creature in the sky. You get stuck up there in a hole in the ozone layer. Man, the divine manifestation, effectively dies, and what remains is his degraded animal nature. The chintzy halo stuck on the primate's head is the symbol of that unhappy fall. Section 2. Melody. An image accompanied this section of the article with the caption, "The cello part for the verses of Monkey Gone to Heaven." Monkey Gone to Heaven is written to the key of A major and opens with Francis's rhythm guitar playing a short chord progression, E to F minor to F minor to F minor to A to D, backed by the bass guitar of Kim Deal and drums of David Lovering. The guitar intensity fades as Francis begins to sing, leaving Deal's bass line and Lovering's drum beat on a standard 1-3 pattern. Between each line of the verse, Francis pauses, leaving the drum and bass playing. Joey Santiago's lead guitar does not feature at all during the verses. By the end of the second line of each verse, the cello part joins in, following the bass line closely. As the first verse finishes, the opening chord progression is repeated. This leads into the chorus, where Francis and Deal repeat, "This monkey's gone to heaven," with the lead guitar of Santiago playing 2 notes repeatedly. The 2 violins play a melody throughout, accompanied by a piano in the background. There is then a short solo by Santiago, who repeats the melody 3 times to bridge the chorus and second verse. The second verse and chorus follow the same format. At the end of the second chorus, Francis shouts, "Rock me, Joe." Santiago then begins a guitar solo lasting 17 seconds, with backing violins for the second half of the solo. After the solo, Francis sings "If Man is 5" several times. There is no backing, apart from the lead guitar, for several seconds, but then the song's chord progression is heard again. This is repeated for "If the Devil is 6." At the end of the second chord progression, the song's main backing restarts again, with Francis wailing, "Then God is 7," as the chorus approaches. The final repeated chorus of "This Monkey's Gone to Heaven" ends the song as the string section becomes more prominent. Section 3. Recording and Production. The band's parts were recorded at Downtown Recorders in Boston, Massachusetts. The string section of Monkey Gone to Heaven was recorded while Doolittle was being mixed at Carriage House Studios in Stamford, Connecticut. Gil Norton, the album's producer, was inspired to add a string section to the song after seeing Deal plucking the strings of a grand piano during recording. The production team, led by Norton, asked the studio owner, John Montanese, to bring in string players for one evening session. The studio was often used for recording orchestral scores for B-movies such as Missing in Action and Silver Bullet. Montanese had hired 4 classical musicians from a local orchestra for the recording, with the session taking place on the afternoon of December 4th, 1988. Arthur Fiacco, a cellist, arrived at Carriage House first. He was dressed in formal black and white attire, having traveled from an afternoon concert. Fiacco was surprised to find there were no scores written for the musicians to play. He then wrote a part based on riffs Francis had shown him. The violinists, Corinne Metter and Karen Carlsrud, also followed the directions of Francis and Norton. Another cellist, Anne Rorick, credited on the album and single, was sent home. According to Fiacco, he doubled her parts. Section 4. Release and Music Video. Monkey Gone to Heaven, the first single from Doolittle, was released to radio stations for rotation in April of 1989 in the United States. The single reached number 5 on the U.S. Modern Rock Tracks chart with the help of Elektra Records marketing. In the United Kingdom, Monkey Gone to Heaven was released on April 1st, 1989, and spent 3 weeks in the UK chart, debuting at number 60. The music video, The Pixies' first, features the band playing their instruments on a stage with the camera alternating to focus on each band member. Filmed in black and white, searchlights cross the stage and several camera effects are used, such as slow motion. The camera switches to color for a few seconds several times during the video, before reverting to black and white. Halfway through the video, fog appears on stage, covering the band. The members of the string section are not seen in the video. The song would later be re-recorded by Black Francis and released on his 2004 album, Frank Black Francis. Section 5. Reception. In general, Monkey Gone to Heaven received a positive critical reaction. British magazine NME, reviewing the UK 7-inch single in March of 1989, said, "All the smart bastards are mixing strings with grunge guitars nowadays, and the Pixies are no exception. Snarled vocals, sci-fi lyrics, and the usual molten lava flow of guitars burn another crater where your ears used to be. Monkey Gone to Heaven pukes acid and poetry into America's AOR heartland before being splattered by the faster and more direct sting of the second track, Manta Ray." Upon the release of Doolittle in April 1989, NME's Edwin Pouncey added, "The wonderful Monkey Gone to Heaven is laced with lush but unobtrusive strings, which nibble round the edge of the song and push it into a new realm of arrangement for the band." The opportunity to give Monkey the full Philharmonic treatment, complete with heavenly harp, must have been a temptation to them. Wisely, such a folly has been resisted. Q, in their review of Doolittle, described Monkey Gone to Heaven. "It's not pretty, but its carefully structured noise and straightforward rhythmic insistence makes perfect sense. A gut feeling that is doubled when it gets within sniffing distance of a tune, as on Monkey Gone to Heaven or Debaser." Rolling Stone's David Frick, reviewing Doolittle, said Monkey Gone to Heaven was a corrosive, compelling meditation on God and garbage. The critical success of Monkey Gone to Heaven was also reflected commercially. The song reached number 5 on the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks chart, marking the Pixies' debut in the American charts. However, the song did not perform as well in the British charts, reaching a peak position of number 60 and falling off the charts after 3 weeks. Section 6. Track listing. All songs were written by Black Francis. UK 7-inch single. Number 1, Monkey Gone to Heaven, 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Number 2, Manta Ray, 2 minutes and 38 seconds. UK/US 12-inch/CD single. Number 1, Monkey Gone to Heaven, 2 minutes and 56 seconds. 2, Manta Ray, 2 minutes and 38 seconds. 3, Weird at My School, 1 minute and 59 seconds. Number 4, Dancing the Manta Ray, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Section 7. Accolades. The information regarding accolades attributed to Monkey Gone to Heaven is adapted from acclaimedmusic.net. Publication, Melody Maker. Country, United Kingdom. Accolade, Single of the Year. Year, 1989. Rank, number 1. Publication, NME. Country, United Kingdom. Accolade, Single of the Year. Year, 1989. Rank, number 22. Publication, Rolling Stone. Country, United States. Accolade, Single of the Year. Year, 1989. Rank, number 5. Publication, The Village Voice. Country, United States. Accolade, Single of the Year. Year, 1989. Rank, number 24. Publication, Rolling Stone. Country, United States. Accolade, 500 Greatest Songs of All Time. Year, 2004. Rank, number 410. Publication, NME. Country, United Kingdom. Accolade, 50 Greatest Indie Anthems Ever. Year, 2007. Rank number 35. Section 8. References. There are references available in the written form of this article. Please be sure to verify information found on Wikipedia using the references provided or by cross-referencing the information yourself. Section 9. Notes. This article is accompanied by detailed footnotes. Section 10. External links. In addition to the above, several external links have been listed for finding additional information online. We now come to the end of the spoken article, Monkey Gone to Heaven. The sound file and all text in the article are licensed under the new free documentation license available at www.new.org/copyleft/fdl.html.